What's good? So, you guys see the title. I'm not going to be going in unless I get questions. So, I'm not even really going to. This video is really not going to be about anything unless people ask questions and shit. So, this is how I'm going to do it from now on. And I'm going to put the Cash App too. Send some donations as well and promote the channel and like the channel. Because a lot of people aren't liking the channel. I noticed like ever since I've been speaking deep, I'll say probably I don't even know when, but ever since I started going in deeper, I started to get less likes. Because when I look at all my videos, I was getting like averaging 20 likes per video, which was kind of high for the amount of views I got compared to how YouTube is. And when I was speaking about, I don't want to say dumb shit, but I was speaking about shit that was more surface level, I used to get a lot of likes. Then like I noticed as I started getting deep, especially into spirituality, I'm getting less likes. So that shows me that most of my audience is a bunch of fucking numbnuts. Like they're not trying to get better. Like most people are not trying to get better. They just want to be entertained. They want and they want their thoughts and their feelings to be like catered to. So you don't if you don't like if you don't say the right thing or if you don't act a certain way, people get offended and upset, and then they want to like it's either they get offended, upset, and start talking shit, or then they'll unsubscribe and not like what you're talking about, and then not fuck with you because of how real you are. That's how most people are. So that's mainly I feel that my audience is. And this is the exact reason why I say this is why the government's allowed to get away with shit because you got a lot of dumbass people out here that aren't really trying to do anything but just get their feelings and emotions catered to. And when you don't do that, that's the biggest problem. So when you're dealing with people and you don't do something that they like, even though it's nothing, like I may say something and it has nothing to do with them, they get upset. And that's the biggest problem in the world to them, not the actual government. So I don't really give a fuck anymore. All I gotta say is send donations. The Cash App is $ Anofe. I'm gonna put it not Anofe as my channel. It's the other one. Like I'll put it. Well, I can't fucking do it on here. I don't know why. Retarded ass YouTube. But that's another thing I want to talk about. I want to expose YouTube. That's one thing I will talk about. I'm gonna expose YouTube because YouTube's on some bullshit. A lot of you guys think that, and this is what this video mainly is going to be about, as well as the Q&A, exposing YouTube and this algorithm. Remember there was a time where you had to go to an audition and go audition for a movie, go audition to be on a commercial or to um, pretty much do anything to be in like the limelight. And when you went to the audition, there was people who would critique you and say if you're gonna go on to the next stage and be casted or not. And that was how the system was back then in terms of getting famous or getting your word out there and being known. And ever since YouTube came about, that shit died. The thing that didn't die though is the way that that whole auditioning, casting, and people choosing you. That shit didn't fucking die. It died for a minute. I'll say probably like 2017, 16 when YouTube was like in the beginning stages. But as YouTube started, as more people started getting on YouTube, the people who run YouTube got scared because they're seeing a lot of people with who are just regular Joes having more influence from just talking and more views than people on the news. So now what they have to do is compromise the algorithm system and bring that whole audition casting system into YouTube. So now what happens is like let me give you an example. You know the gang stalking community. There's this person called Terry Joel Jr. or some shit like that. Some cracker ass nigga that fucking talks about gang stalking and Jesus Christ. I'm sure you guys know about it. You notice how that nigga is fucking has like 60 some thousand views and he gets like 5,000 views per video. The average person would think that the reason he gets views is because he's talking about something smart or he's entertaining or people like him. But that's not the case because if you're like on a deep level like me and you're able to see energy, you can see that that individual has a certain way of talking and conveying information that the Masons like. So therefore they put him in the algorithm. So that whole casting audition shit that you had back in the day, it's still going on now. But how it's done now is when people make YouTube videos, if you talk a certain way and act a certain way, then they'll put you in the algorithm because the Jews, damn, the people, they control the whole thing. They control this shit. So I don't want to say the word, but you guys know what I'm fucking talking about. They control this whole shit. So that's what they do. They put people in the algorithm who talk and act the same. And you got to ask me, how do they talk? How do they act? They talk Masonic and they convey their message Masonic. So it doesn't matter what they talk about. It's how they're conveying the message. So in his case, sometimes it does matter what they talk about as well, because if you're talking about something that they want to promote, they're going to promote you. But sometimes you could be talking about spirituality and talking about fuck the government, and they'll still promote you because how you're talking about. Like Alex Jones, he didn't like the government and he promoted GMO food and all this. But he was famous because even though he was talking shit about the government, it was done in a way that's going to keep the people still stagnated and sleep. So Alex Jones was a psyop. Then they got rid of him when they didn't need him. So because he got people awake to a certain point where it will relieve the karma off their hands, because people know what's going on. People know the food is poison. So now they can poison the food and they don't face karma because Alex Jones told you it's poison. So if your stupid ass keeps eating it, that's your fault. So they allowed him to get to that stage, but soon they removed him. So there's a lot of shit I want to go on in this video, but like I said, like learn, like when you watch my videos, don't just learn what I'm telling you. Learn how I'm able to observe situations and be able to like read in or observe the situation at hand. Don't just look at what I'm teaching you. Look at how I'm teaching you. So I don't just teach you guys information. I teach you guys how to think. So you guys got to learn how to think. So once you learn how to think, you'll be able to figure out things without even me telling you, because you're learning how to actually use your whole capacity of your mind. So this is how you're able to see through the bullshit and the illusions, because you're learning how to actually think. Learning is not about learning information all the time. It's about learning how to think and learning information. Because you can know all the information, but you don't know how to think, then you end up like these other stupid motherfuckers out here. You see what I'm saying? They don't know how to think. So you see a motherfucker that they may be successful and have millions because they have knowledge, but then when they go through situations that are trying, they fall and they can't handle it because they don't have wisdom. They don't have the knowledge. They don't have like that. They don't know how to use their mind. So they'll get $1 million in. Oh, I'm rich. I got $1 million. But at the same time, when they lose the $1 million, they get suicidal because they weren't prepared for it. So a lot of these motherfuckers out here with money and shit, they all act like they good and they, oh, I got money, I got this. But if they lost all that shit, if they fucking new ass Tesla got blown the fuck up, the reason I said Tesla is because I just see a nigga just pulled up with a Tesla right there. I hate those ugly ass cars. But if that shit got blown the fuck up, then that nigga probably crying and, oh, I need my money and this and that. And then shut the fuck up, nigga. If you can't be happy without it, how the fuck you happy with it? If you are happy with it, it's fake happiness. Because happiness is supposed to be when you don't got shit too. But a lot of people don't have that type of mentality. But yeah, man, it's just a lot. It's crazy. But they fucking up YouTube. They trying to bring this whole exclude people from YouTube that don't talk and act a certain way and fuck what they shit. Why you think my subscribers are still at the same 367, 360? They fucking with my shit. I even believe that they fuck with the numbers. Like my subscribers is probably at like close to 1,000, probably over 1,000. But on the analytics it shows 300. But then you guys say, well, it shows it on the analytics and all this. That doesn't mean shit. Because remember I told you they control the technology. They created technology, so they can make it look. They can fuck with the analytics from the back door, and make it look like my shit has this amount of views, but it doesn't. This is what they do to a lot of big YouTubers. Like a lot of YouTubers that talk a lot of dumb shit, and you see with millions of views and hundreds of thousands. A lot of those is fake. A lot of those niggas only got like 10,000 views, but then they since they're in the YouTube algorithm because they pretty much was casted through the audition by the Jays. This allows them to get their views manipulated, so it helps boost them. So because there's a lot of dumb sheep out there, when they see people with a lot of views, they want to watch it. Me on the other hand, I'm the opposite. When I see you with a lot of views, I run away. I don't want to live, especially if it's about something about spirituality, finance, or something that's important, even health, because anything that has to do with true spirituality, true finance, and true health, they're not going to allow it to get a lot of views because they don't want a lot of people to know about it. So when you see something with a lot of views, that means they want you to know about it, because right now YouTube is compromised. This is why, like, you could make a whole bunch of videos, but you don't get fucking like that many views, and you say nobody like it. No, people like it. YouTube is just blocking your shit out because they have to block it. There's so many reasons why they have to block it. The reason I just explained to you, how they don't want people's voice out, but then you also have um other businesses and people who make money. Like, there's a lot of YouTubers out here who pay tens of thousands a month for marketing. There are YouTubers out here, and not even YouTube entrepreneurs, people who are into marketing. They spend tens of thousands of dollars per month on getting people to view their content, such as advertising and putting their videos in the top spot. So if you have people spending that much money to do that, it's going to be hard for you to get to that viewership without having to spend money, unless you're used as a puppet, aka one of these agents that are unknowingly, like that Terry Joel Jr. in the gang stalking. He's an agent, but he doesn't know it, because they promote his. Because if you look at the shit he talks about and you look at his views and shit, it coincides with, okay, the Jays, they like him because he's promoting bullshit. So when they, in this time back in the day when they used to like you, they'll cast you for a movie audition. Now, since we're in a different time, if they like you, they put your video in the algorithm because they control this shit. Sometimes you can slip through the algorithm. I'm not saying you can never slip, and you can slip through it, but usually when you slip through it, then that's when they start fucking with your channel, your views, and all that shit, because they don't like that shit. You have to be talking and acting a certain way. This is why you think every time you go to work or you go to an establishment and you see the manager's always a dickhead. And a lot of you guys, oh, the boss is a dickhead, the manager's a dickhead. Why is this police or this sheriff a dickhead? It's like, in order to be in a position of power within this Masonic system, you have to be a dickhead. It's impossible to be a manager, CEO, or boss and not be a dickhead, because they have it put like that. So you're good. Every boss you have, 99% of the time, is going to be a dickhead, because that's part of the system. And if you want to be in that position, you have to be a dickhead. You can't, otherwise you ain't gonna get it. And I've seen situations where you'll see people who are more fit to be in that position, but then you see somebody just got here, and I'm like, how the fuck is it? It's because, you see what I'm saying? Because this person has a certain mindset. Because in this, they have this Jewish system mapped out to a point where if you want to be in a position such as a politician, police, or whatever, you have to look and act a certain way. So this is what they do, that to keep the shit structured. But like I said, I wasn't gonna teach, but ask some Q&A. We had a few people in here, but some people left. But I might just do a Patreon. I might just say fuck this goddamn shit. I like to teach, but motherfuckers ain't like supporting, liking, and sending shit. And I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna just might start a Patreon and just bring my shit to Patreon, to be honest, and fuck everyone on this channel who's not supporting. I might just do that, because the only reason I do YouTube, because the message gets out there. But I may just start dropping my deep shit on the internet, on Patreon, and then my shit like this on YouTube. Like shit like this on YouTube, and like me just talking shit and just running my mouth doing nothing on the internet, on YouTube. Because I know it's a lot of people, they're not liking my shit no more as they used to. When I was talking all that bullshit, or I want to say I was talking bullshit, but when I wasn't really speaking like that, motherfuckers will always like my shit. But as soon as I started speaking some deep spiritual shit, motherfuckers, like, they don't want to like it. But at the end of the day, you guys could think I'm speaking deep all you want. You can say, oh, he's deep, he's crazy. But at the end of the day, when the government starts whooping your fucking ass and you start crying that you're a victim, bitch, you should have took my spirituality. You guys thought that, oh, it's too deep. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. I just want to fucking goddamn watch gang stalking videos and get high and eat Cheetos and just chill. You're doing too much. You're too deep. It's not that deep. It's about fucking the Illuminati reptilians and fucking being the chosen one. That's what it's about. Let me just go to my bullshit fucking warehouse job and come home and just watch YouTube videos and be a sheep, but act like I'm spiritual. And then eventually you're not going to be able to do that, because they're going to bring a whole bunch of system. They're going to create a new system, and you're not going to be able to do that shit no more. You're going to feel uncomfortable as fuck, and you're going to feel like a victim. And you're gonna complain, oh, look what they shut the fuck up, niggas. Look what you did. The people is anytime you feel suffering and pain, it's always know that it's part of the people's fault. The people created ignorance. Fuck these stupid ass niggas out here. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is ridiculous. I'm tired of motherfuckers out here, like, and it's sad because, like, at the end of the day, I'm not a dickhead person. Like, I'll see people and they'll be nice to me and they want to have a conversation. Like, this one dude was from New York and he was cool and he's like, those slippers to clean. And he was everywhere. Like, I see people that are cool, but it's like I look at them like, damn, man, if I hung out with them, it would be a waste of my time. And it's just like I feel bad in a little bit because I like to be social, but I'm not like I'm an Aquarius. I have a lot of Aquarius. I don't have a lot of Libra. If I had a lot of Libra, I would want to be social with everybody, not give a fuck. But since I have Aquarius, I love being social. But if you don't think like me, then I can't. I'd rather just be alone. That's Aquarius for you. So I see motherfuckers. I was like, damn, I wish I could be cool with these people. But it's like, what's the point? There's no point. And it's like, dang. Because me, like, I'd rather be alone to fuck with people who don't think like me. So, like, when I'm like, say I'm alone, it's not like I'm alone, like nobody, I don't have no one to kick it with or shit. It's just I just don't want to kick it with most people. And even before I used to give a little bit more leeway to bitches, but now the bitches, they get the same leeway as the men. Like, if you a 9, I would knock 3 points off if you don't know about astrology. That's just like, that's unattractive to me now. I used to not really care, but now it's like I'm starting to care now about, like, because it's good to find, like, in the beginning, like, before, in the beginning you fuck all the bitches and shit, but then now, like, as I'm starting to get older, it's like I can't just deal with these dumbass bitches. I have to find somebody who's actually intelligent. Which that's not as hard because most women are retarded, and the reason most women are retarded because intellectualists and being smart is looked at as masculine, and a lot of women who are smart, they emasculate a lot of men, and so therefore women are subconsciously programmed to want to be dumb fucks and be stupid but think they're smart. So you'll see a woman, she will think she's smart, and because most men are dumb and most women are dumb. So but the thing is, women think they're smarter than men, most women. And at the same time, I can see why, because most men are actually dumb. So then you have a bunch of women who, like, when they go through problems, they want to project their issues because they think, oh, I did everything right, and this girl's getting treated by this man, so you're a man and you're not treating me like that. There's something wrong with you. No, bitch, there's something wrong with you because she attracted that man. If you don't like this man, why don't you go attract another man like it? There's millions of men out there, but you can't. You can only attract the man you don't like because you're a stupid, dumbass, raggedy bitch. So that's the problem we got here with these females. These females are just stupid bitches. They're retarded. And they think they know shit, but they don't know a goddamn thing because they're fucking retarded. So now it's hard. This is why a lot of women get their heart broken. They get abused. They get by their man, and they get cheated on because they're stupid. They don't have nothing to offer but their pussy. And then once you hit the pussy so many times, it gets, if you don't love the female, then the pussy gets boring. Or if you don't have a mental connection with the female, then the pussy gets boring. Or it's not that it gets boring, like, it gets boring, but you want to go other shit and it gets boring. Like, you want to just say, fuck, I ain't fuck this bitch. But if you have a mental connection, then it doesn't, it always is like the first time. That's why they'll say you don't want to just get with just anyone and shit. And plus, it could fuck your energy if the bitch ain't right. And this is why a lot of bitches get cheated on. They don't get respected on. It ends up making them bitter towards a lot of fucking men. Because when you see a woman who's stuck up and bitter like that, just know that bitch is hurt. She got hurt by a lot of men. She got hurt by life. Usually women that are bitter, they're upset because women want to feel like they can control the environment. Anytime a woman doesn't feel like she can control the environment, she becomes bitter and angry. So men, we want to, like, have her be independent and control shit and be able to control shit. But when we control shit, we want to physically control it. Like, if I want to open a business, I got to go out there and work for it. Women, they want to be able to find a guy who owns a business and control him while he's owning the business. So they want to control it through their feminine energy instead of physically doing it. And it's good for females to do that on a certain level. But when a female in this society, it's getting harder for females to do that because most women got to get their ass up and go work because the society we're in. So a lot of women right now, they don't really feel, this is why you see a lot of masculine type women, or if you see feminine women, if they're not healed, they're bitter and angry because they don't feel like they can control the environment. So then when they see men, they act a certain way, they act stuck up. And this just telling you this bitch isn't healed and she has a lot of trauma, and just stay far away. If you fuck the bitch, you probably get some bad energy and then something might happen to you. So you don't even want a lot of these bitches out here, you fuck them, you might get they bad karma and something might happen to your ass. So some of these bitches you don't even want to even fuck. Like, what you think they call the devil in the red dress? Or a succubus? You fuck that shit, it looks good, but you fuck it in some shit, negative energy and karma, something happened to you. And that shit is true though. Because you take it on their energy when you have sex with them, and then that karma will come to you depending if they fucked up mentally, if they depressed or whatever. And it's vice versa. This shit can happen to women too. Now I'm in NorCal. Yeah, I'm in NorCal. Yeah. So you have a brother that lives in there. This is fucking crazy though. Yeah, San Francisco, yeah. Yeah, I was up there. That where that house was, like that was like on the beach. Like, remember that beach I showed you guys? That's where San Francisco was. It was across the water. So I was staying there last year. It's so funny because I lived in a nice, rich neighborhood, and I also lived in a poor neighborhood. So I can see the difference. And it's funny because when I was living in that neighborhood, it was a lot different than like where I'm at right now. Like, it's not like yeah, it is a lower income area where I'm at, but it ain't that bad. But what's it called? The thing is though, like when I went to that other area, like people say the reason why the ghetto is bad is because you got drug addicts, you got gangs and shit, which that is the truth. It is bad because of that. But even if you go to the ghetto and you go to like the nice areas of the ghetto where the white people stay, they are mentally fucked up as well. So like, remember I told you, you attract what you are. So if you're a person living in the ghetto and you say, oh, this crime, like I see white people, they'll complain about the city having crime, and I'd be like, okay, if you're complaining about the city having crime, why don't you go move to Laguna or to the hills or fucking Malibu or some shit? Go live over there. That's nice as fuck. It's right by the Pacific coast. No crime. It's gated. Why don't you go live over there? And then they'll be like, oh, I deserve it. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch. The reason you don't live over there is because you don't got the finance money and you can't manifest a situation to be over there because you ain't got your shit right. So just say that. Don't sit there and act like you somehow better than these people. Because if you were, you wouldn't be here. There's plenty of people that fucking hate the same place you're at and they fucking moved. But why don't you move? It's because you have to stay here. So why do you have to stay here? Because you ain't got your shit together. So that's the answer. And then when you see them act out, because I don't just talk shit, I actually look at evidence and correspondence. Remember, always look for correspondence. So these same people, I will say that to, I'll observe their life, and then they'll be on some bullshit. Like, it's weird, like, because I'll go, like, when I was at that night, when I was living in the beach, right? Remember I showed you guys the post on my community of the burning car? And somebody's like, what happened? And I was like, this is normal in this city. I actually meant that, because when I was living in the nice city up there, in my dad's place, by the beach, I didn't see shit like that. And even the people there were just different, a different energy. I'm not saying there was no bots and there were no, like, I fucking bots everywhere, but some bots I can tolerate and I don't mind being around versus there's some bots that just get the fuck away from me. Over here is the I don't get the fuck away from me bot. That's the bots over here. Over there I could tolerate them, but the reason why is because the energy, the areas in the cities that are dangerous, I come to believe there's a certain energy. Oh, God damn it, man. Fuck. Out of everywhere to fucking park in this big ass goddamn lot, this nigga parked right here. Shit, make me fucking distract me. What was I talking about? But anyways, guys, like I was saying, fucking, I don't even know what I was talking about. Somebody remind me what I was talking about. But shit, motherfucker distracting me and shit. See, my mind be running so, I have so many ideas, and my mind be running, I be forgetting what I be saying, because I have so many ideas. Oh, let's talk about the city and shit, but yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Even like when I go, another example, if I go like to a library or I go to a store in a nice city, I get treated with respect more than if I go to like in a ghetto city. And cause like that's what I'm saying. Like I go to a nice city and then they'll get treated with respect in the store. And it'll be nicer. Cause even when I go shoplift, I hate shoplifting from stores from a fucking hood. I hate going to the hood and stealing. If you're gonna go steal some shit, go to a nice neighborhood, because you go to the hood, everything's locked the fuck up. There's nothing in there. It smells like fucking BO, because so many bums be walking up in and out. And it just is fucking, they ain't shit there. Because everything's either because everyone's stealing from there, and so they gotta lock it down, or there's nothing there because everybody's stealing from there. So what I do is like, I go to the nice areas, not that many people steal from there. So I can go to a nice area and steal a whole bunch of shit, and then they'll keep restocking it because I'm the only one stealing. Versus if I go to a hood and I steal, they lock it down because I'm not the only one stealing. It's a bunch of other people. Because you can do, it's not like there's nothing wrong with crime to the system. Like they'll say, oh, crime hurts the system, or when people do this, it hurts the system. No, it doesn't hurt the system. It only hurts the system if too many people do it. And even when too many people do it, the only way it's hurting the system is because nobody's working. So when they say, oh, when you steal money, is not good. The reason it's not good for you to steal money is because if you're stealing money, you don't have to go to a job. And if you're not going to a job, you don't have to build their system. So therefore, if everybody had $1 million, the system wouldn't get built. So they have to make it where everything's expensive and everyone's broke, so it can like make the system play out the way they want it to fucking play out. Oh, he's like, you was talking about like, I already discussed that. I was talking to my dad about living by the beach. Yeah, I already discussed that. That shit's crazy though, man. Oh man. I said this was gonna be a Q&A, and my ass talking on. I said I wasn't gonna speak any information, but that's a weird. I had a weird fucking. Well, I'll tell you guys about that later. The fuck? It's not even on. Probably need to charge it. Are you fucking kidding me? You gave me this weak ass charger, man. This old ass. What the fuck? That's weird. I don't even know if this shit even works. Oh shit. The fuck? Yeah, I'm trying to get this shit started. I don't know what's wrong with it. What the fuck, dude? I'm gonna have to go take this shit back in. Cause it's not working. They say if it doesn't work, then you can return it. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. That's weird. Let me just let it charge for a little bit. Yeah, but anybody got any questions? Let me let the shit charge a little bit. Man. You said you still doing yoga? Yeah, I do it every day, every morning. Every morning and every afternoon. Every single day. Never miss a day. It's a lifestyle. Like, I actually like doing it. It's not like I force myself. I actually, if I don't do it, then I don't feel right. It's like, what do I think of Billy Carson? He's another agent, just like what I was been speaking about. He's an agent. See how they promote it? That's an example. Like, see how they promote him, and they gave him a lot of views, and he's on every fucking platform and podcast. That's agent. They put him there. And then, like, the thing about it though, they people like that think that the reason they're successful is because of spirituality, which is this is what makes them a demon. Because we all know who created YouTube. We all know whose face is on the money. We all know who created the whole concept of having to work and the American dream. We all know who created that, right? It was the Jays. They created it. And last time I checked, the Jays, they're not our friend. They're against us. They depopulate humans and they don't like humans, and they have a track record of being a bunch of bitch ass niggas. We know that. So why is it that when these people become successful, they somehow say, "Oh, God help me with this," or it's because I'm spiritual and all this bullshit? But it's like, no, man. The people who run this, they control it. So are they your God? Yeah, I might have to go back in the store if this doesn't work, because I'm not trying to waste my money. And I don't have my shit. Do I? I don't think I have the receipt. I don't think she gave me the receipt. Wait, if she the fuck? I think I threw that shit on the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably take this shit back in. I don't know why this shit's not working. Yeah, but like I was saying. Yeah, I'm about to take this shit back fucking in, man. Come on, damn. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Maybe it's just, yeah, this live stream's about to be this phone. See, all my shit is dying. Like, this phone's at 5%. This ain't charging. Like, I gotta go back home and charge my shit, man. That's just why I hate these fucking phones, because these phones, like, not these phones, but like this technology, like, they make it where you have to keep charging this shit. Like, it doesn't just, like, they don't have no type of way where your phone can just charge like in 2 minutes. Like, they do that shit on fucking purpose, man. That shit's hella annoying. It's like, it's 2023. You don't have nothing that can charge your phone like in a few minutes. You gotta sit there for, and then these dumb fucks advertise, oh, fast charging, charge your phone in an hour and 30 minutes. You fucking idiot. An hour and 30 minutes is still a long time. The fuck? Yeah, I might have to go back in and tell them that shit's not working. Yep, it's not working. Yeah, I'm about to go back in here. I'm about to end this live stream, guys, and I'm gonna come back later. Oh, somebody said, "What you think of the Maui fires?" Um, Another government-controlled shit. It's all fake. Yeah, I would bring you guys with me, but this is at 5%. Otherwise, I would bring you guys with me. I'll probably just leave this. Even if I leave it in the car, it's gonna die by the time I come back, because I can't. I'm not leaving my car on while I go in here, because I have to leave the keys. And I think my charger might be dead. I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to end this live and go back in here. Let me try to charge it for a little bit, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to go back in there. This is fucking He said, "Go handle your business." But yeah, I'm about to go. I just want to make sure this thing is working before I go back in there, because maybe it needs to charge a little. But usually these things they work, and it's fucking ridiculous, man. Fuck. It is what it is. I'm gonna get it situated. It's just these. Usually when you go to these weed clubs, they don't trip, but like it's more of a pain. You got to go through a lot of bullshit to get your shit. Prime the device by blowing in the. Oh, you're supposed to hold on. I don't know why I never ever seen that before. You having to do that. That's stupid as fuck. I never seen that. Yep, it's done. I'll hit you guys up later.